There are some items that are never really included as part of a routine service, but they are wear and tear items. This video, we're just going to flag up some things that people often overlooked. And although it's probably not a major problem, it can lead to breakdowns and all sorts of issues if we don't keep on top of these things. And it's something that we can check fairly easily and avoid those potential problems. We remember to change our oil, to change the spark plugs, the air filters. All of those items have a very defined change interval, and we would do that as a matter of course. But we don't think about all of the hoses, the pipes, the connectors inside the engine. The brake system relies on a series of pipes and brake hoses. Over time, these degrade. Predominantly in a modern car, most of these hoses are made of either aluminium or aluminum if you're in the US or Canada, but reliably formed. Despite the different spelling and pronunciation, it is exactly the same material. I'm going to be referring to it as aluminium in this video though. And rubber. Rubber is good, cheap and flexible. It lasts a reasonably long period of time. What are the typical lifespans of these hoses and connectors? Bear in mind, they're carrying different things around. Some hoses are just carrying air from turbocharger to the engine or just into the engine. Some of the metal pipes may be carrying air, but in the main they're used for the air conditioning, even the water cooling systems. And some of the water cooling systems in modern cars is extremely complex. There are a lot of hoses and connectors inside your modern engine bay. In my experience, and let me know what your experience has been, rubber hoses tend to degrade after about 7 to 10 years. You can tell if a rubber hose has started to degrade when you touch it. There will be a sticky residue on the surface. You may notice cracking or splitting or discoloration on certain faces of the hose. These can all indicate that it is nearing the end of its useful life. We can replace the rubber hoses with another set of rubber hoses, and again that will have a similar lifespan. Or if we were planning to keep the car for a long period of time, we might look to upgrade. Now, silicone hoses basically replace all of the rubber hoses that we have in our engine bay. They look nice. You can get them in a variety of colors and sparkly effects and finishes. But the key benefit of silicone hoses is that in the main, they last a lot longer than rubber ones. They may even cost a little bit more. But if you're planning to keep the car, I've seen silicone hoses that are 15, 20 years old, still as good as they were when they were first installed in the car. The little connectors around the hoses, the plastic connectors, tend to fail over time. Often if you remove a hose to do a job on a car and put it back on, it's usually the connector that splits, or just because the hose itself has become old and worn and brittle, it doesn't fit back on, or you end up with a split. If you're doing any work on your car and the age of the hoses are getting up to the 10-year mark, it's probably worth going out and just buying new hoses so you can refit the new hoses instead of just relying on the old ones to keep coping. We said that some aluminium pipes in cars are going to degrade over a period of time. Now, surely aluminium is going to last a lot longer. It's metal. Well, you would kind of think that, but in modern cars, the aluminium that is used is extremely thin. It is paper thin. My air conditioning failed because of the paper thin pipes used to carry the air conditioning gas around the different components in the air conditioner.
You can hear it.
It had effectively become porous. When you look at the aluminium pipe itself, you'll notice tiny little specks of rust on the surface, and just brushing these specks away is often enough to create tiny little perforations or holes in the surface. It might be a good idea to get some sort of rust resisting coating on your aluminium pipes while the car is still new to prevent this degradation over time. It was something that cost me a lot of money. I did a video on my air conditioning problems and how it was tracked down and what the cost was in the end. That's a cost that we can avoid if we look after these aluminium pipes and just put some sort of protective coating on them to protect them from rusting, to keep them in the good condition that they are when they come out of the factory. Any pipe that is subject to vibration or heat, or hoses that are subject to vibration and heat, is subject to more wear and tear. The brake hoses in particular, they carry the braking pressure from the pedal, from the brake servo to the brake pads, which means they contain brake fluid. That brake fluid will get hot if you do a lot of excessive hard braking, and that leads to expansion and contraction of the hoses themselves. A lot of people will opt to go for braided hoses. That is a rubber hose that has got a braided metal wrap on the outside, which prevents deformation. It also helps to protect the rubber. It keeps it away from vibrations, prevents it from rubbing on other components inside the car, and just gives you a little bit more protection. I find generally that coolant hoses last the least amount of time, typically somewhere between 5 and 10 years. Vacuum hoses tend to last 8 to 15 years. Power steering hoses tend to operate under high pressure, and generally they last for about 10 years. And brake hoses can last from somewhere between 6 and 10 years before they start to show signs of degradation needing replacement. The brake lines themselves, the metal pipes, tend to last for about 15 years. And again, it will depend on whether they've met with excessive vibration, heat cycles, whether they've had the chance to be exposed to very salty atmosphere, which comes about if you live near the coast or if you drive on roads that have excessive amounts of salt thrown on them during winter, like us here in the UK. And brakes are important. We shouldn't take chances on that. It's probably good that when we change the brake pads, we do a full inspection of the hoses and all of the brake lines and just make sure they're in good condition and there's no signs of leaks. I think for most of us, if our vehicle is somewhere between 5 and 10 years old, we need to think about at least checking the hoses and the pipes in our engine bay and around the car, and maybe do that every 2 to 3 years, and just keep an eye on it. Every time we do a job on the car, just cast an eye over the hoses and the connectors and make sure they're still going to last. We wouldn't want to have the inconvenience of a breakdown from something that we could have fixed if we had the opportunity to spot it. I hope this video has been useful to you. Please boot the like button. That really does help us to get out there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. A lot of you haven't subscribed to the channel, and that does give the algorithm a signal that people want to watch our channel, and it really does help. So thanks for that. Thanks for all your support, for watching the videos and for watching them right through to the end. I've lined this video and this playlist up for you that you should find really interesting. Thanks for watching. See you in this next video.